The other day, I asked you guys on my Discord server, what would be a cool Croydon ROBLOX feature that would almost never be added? So, with no limits, here are what I think about my favourite 15 suggestions for what could be added to the game, from bug fixes to game-changing features. First up, the bug fixes. For quite a while now, there's been an issue when driving a company route when the hour changes. As soon as you cross that hour, your dashboard will change the time that you are due to be either an hour behind or an hour in the future. This means you won't get your points when you leave a stop on time, as it's obviously impossible to get back on time if you've been set an hour back. It also ruins a somewhat realistic experience. This suggestion is needed, definitely a 5 out of 10. There's another annoying bug that can happen sometimes when driving a route. Sometimes the directional arrows on the road telling you where to go can break or show multiple directions. Obviously, for seasoned players of the game, this isn't a problem as they know which way to go, but those who are new to the game won't know which way to go. As much as I love this system, it's evident that it can break a lot, and this could be an opportunity to change the whole system for a major update. It was suggested to me that they can make it similar to the Canterbury or Project Birmingham one. But yes, please fix this. 6 out of 10 suggestion. Next, some minor improvements that were suggested to me. This is a really simple one. Make sure you're able to pause your Croydon Plus subscription. In fact, this is a tactic used by many large companies to ensure that people come back to paying them. However, there are problems with using this type of system, as you might forget that you're paying the subscription and instead accidentally pay without knowing. I like the idea, but it's going to be a 3 out of 10. Another very minor update is upgrading the sound system, meaning it sounds busier in different areas. This does somewhat exist, but it would be cool to have a similar thing near train stations and other places where different noise might exist. 3 out of 10 for this one as well. Something that isn't very necessary, but would be very cool, is if actual passengers that board your bus had a stop button to notify the driver they want to get off. Obviously this could be very misused, but Croydon already has controls over who can enter your bus, and you're able to whitelist and blacklist people from getting on your bus, so I don't think this would be a problem. 6 out of 10 suggestion. Another thing we've been looking for is having correct reflections on the mirrors. We know that HHW has had difficulty with this before, but if it could happen, it should happen. 8 out of 10. I also saw some really interesting suggestions in this list, and thought they deserved their own category. If the developers had any extra time, I really think these things would be awesome to have in-game. Do you ever get annoyed at people driving badly in your Croydon ROBLOX server and don't have money for Croydon Plus to drive in a sim server? Well, this suggestion will help you become less annoyed. This is taking away points when people drive badly. I think this will be implemented very well in the form of speed cameras along certain roads that will fine you if you're going over the limit, or even sensors on traffic lights stopping people from skipping them. Maybe this could be trialled in sim servers first, and then brought to the arcade servers. I do like this idea, 5.1 out of 10. Another interesting suggestion is to have whole families and different groups of people board, rather than just single passengers. I feel this would make the game a lot more realistic and interesting, so a very nice 7 out of 10 for this suggestion. Now, I had quite a couple of suggestions about upgrades within the game, but it was one system that really stuck out to me that needed to be upgraded, and that was the trams. First of all, I think we need an overall upgrade for the tram network. Yes, the system is good, but it could definitely be better. For example, most signal zones don't work and would easily let you enter the same zone as another tram. Also, they could improve other features such as accurate stopping. A tram upgrade is definitely a 9 out of 10 on my list. Another upgrade to the tram network should be an upgrade to the passengers. The buses have had a passenger update, so why can't the trams as well? All we're asking for is some better movement of the passengers leaving the trams, and for them to remain on the tram when moving, rather than just disappearing when they reach the doors. This is an easy 8 out of 10 suggestion. Now here are my top 5 favourite suggestions. We've explored the suggestion in one of the previous suggestion videos, and that is AI people roaming the streets of the game. Of course, this would increase lag, but once again, we're talking about things that Croydon ROBLOX could do if there were no limits. This is definitely one of them, and something I would love to see happen. 8 out of 10 for this suggestion. Let's move on to number 4. Something that has always annoyed company owners in Croydon is the lack of customization you're able to add to the buses. Yes, you're able to add colours and shapes, but the only text that you get is your company name. Why can companies like Compass add more text, whilst everyone else can't? I think there should be an option to add more decals and text to your bus. This could open up so many more opportunities for branding, for example Superloop buses. A very high 9 out of 10 for this suggestion. I don't know how good this could be, but I'd love to see a version of passenger emergencies. This is another duty of your average bus driver, but it would be really cool if there were more jobs. This could be things like checking tickets or responding to other incidents. A 9.1 out of 10 suggestion. Now the final top 2, and my second favourite suggestion was temporary events. I talked about this a little bit in a similar suggestions video I did for Project Birmingham. I think things like road closures and diversions would make the game very interesting and keep it different. I would follow similar to how SER has done it, with a system message in the chat, and then obstacles and diversion signs that would appear at random times throughout the day. I really like this idea and I have to give it a 9.5 out of 10 rating. And finally, my favourite thing to be added to Croydon ROBLOX is AI traffic. For something that we already had, I think it would be awesome if these automatic cars could come back better. It would definitely add another layer of realism to the game. 10 out of 10 for my favourite suggestion. And that is all of them. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see some other suggestions asked by those officially to HHWheat and his comments, make sure to click in the video on the top right hand corner. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. It's the left hand corner, by the way, not the right hand corner. I don't know why my script said right hand corner, but well, we're rolling with it.